भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा सर्व विसरली प्रभुमय झाली सर्व विसरली प्रभुमय झाली पूर्ण जयाची वाचा रे पूर्ण जयाची वाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा जगात विचरे उपकारास्तव जगात विचरे उपकारास्तव परिणाचा जो जगताचा रे परिणाचा जो जगताचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा येथे निर्धन परात्र ज्याचा येथे निर्धन परात्र ज्याचा सर्व धनाचा साचा रे सर्व धनाचा साचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे आदि व्याधी मरणावरती आदि व्याधी मरणावरती पाय अशा पुरुषाचा रे पाय अशा पुरुषाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. A very good morning and welcome to the morning meditation. Let's all humbly bow down and seek permission from Shri Adi Shakti to meditate collectively. Jai Shri Mataji. Let's all raise our Kundalini and take bandhans. Let's give bandhans to our Vishuddhi chakra, followed by bandhans to Agya chakra. Shri Mataji, with pure innocence and wisdom, please raise us to the state of a detached witness and make us collectively conscious. Mother, please reside within us as divine forgiveness. Let forgiveness be our second nature. Let's recite three Mahamantras followed by Shri Ganesh mantra.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Shri Ganesha, please give us the pure attention and let your wisdom reflect in our attention. Please raise us to the state of thoughtless and doubtless awareness. Let's absorb Shri Mataji's Amritvani.
Sri Krishna resides in our Vishuddhi Chakra. In the center he resides as Sri Krishna. On the left hand side, his power, Vishnu Maya, his sister, resides. There he resides as Gopala, as the one who lived in Gokul, played as a child. On the right hand side he resides as the king who ruled in Dwarika, the king Sri Krishna. These are the three sides of our Vishuddhi Chakra. The people who use their right side to dominate others use their voice to put down people, to show their authority, shout at people, are the people who get affected by the right side. The right side is caught up. On the physical side, you get a very big problem because the right heart cannot work out its flow. So you get what you call asthma and all these diseases, but especially when the right heart is affected by the father's problem. On the left side is the Vishnu Maya, is the sisterly relationship. When the sister, who is your pure relation, is not treated as a sister, when the attitude of a person towards women is of indulgence and of lust, then he develops the left Vishuddhi. When he develops the left Vishuddhi very strongly, and if he has a bad agya, or if he has eyes which are roving eyes, then this left Vishuddhi causes a lot of trouble. Left Vishuddhi can be also caused by, as you know, by feeling guilty about things or nothing at all. All these problems arise from Vishuddhi. But Vishuddhi Chakra has a speciality. When the human beings raise their head upward from Mother Earth towards the sky, ether is Sri Krishna's nature. When he raises his head towards the ether, towards the sky, then this Vishuddhi Chakra developed into a different dimension, and people started developing the ego and superego. Superego was already developed, but ego developed in such a way that it started suppressing the superego. That's how you have got conditionings on one side of the Vishuddhi and ego on the other side. When I told you the other day that you give up your free will, in the sense that when you raised your head, you did it through your free will with your power of growing that you had as animals. After that, now you have reached to the human level, and to rise above the human level now, you have to do is to seek your complete freedom. And for that, Vishuddhi Chakra is going to help you along. On this Vishuddhi Chakra, we have to really pay full attention. It is such a complicated chakra. It has all the vowels of a Devanagari script emitting out of the sound of the Shakti that is passing through it, of the Kundalini that is passing through it. So all the vowels are heard on these chakras. These vowels are, as you know, 16 in number. Without the vowel in the Devanagari, you cannot write anything. Vowels are the sustenance, are the power that supports every consonant. So it's very important that our vowels have to be fully nourished and respected. The movement of the neck, as you have seen, in all international life, if you see, everybody has practically the same. Even those who cannot hear, those who do not understand your language, you can nod like this, you can say no like this. Everyone understands this is yes or no. In some particular area, of course, they have little different type of nodding. But too much of nodding of head is not a very good sign. I have seen people in the West, if you tell them something to show that they have appreciated it, they'll go on for quite some time. That's not necessary. Just have to say, all right, or I've understood it. That's all. You have to use your voice instead of nodding like this all the time. It's very bad, very, very bad for the Vishuddhi Chakra. Or some of them are the other way around. That whatever it is, they'll put up their head like this. And they won't talk properly. They will not say a word, they'll just keep quiet. You may go on pinching them, doing anything, they won't budge. This kind of personality is also very much detrimental to the growth of their evolution. Apart from that, their Vishuddhi becomes a very big problem. Because of Vishuddhi, there are so many problems. Like angina, you develop because of Vishuddhi. You develop spondylitis because of Vishuddhi. Sometimes people lose their voices completely. Sometimes they have all the time coughing. And there are so many physical problems out of Vishuddhi because, as I said, it's a very, very complicated center. It looks after your ear, nose, throat, all the 16 subplexuses are there, which are looked after by the center. But above all is the center of discrimination. The center of discrimination only comes when you are free people. Till you are biased, till you have your own concepts, you cannot be discrete. And that's the one point where one must understand that to achieve your complete freedom, you have to get your Vishuddhi Chakra cleared out. First and foremost thing is that we must speak in a sweet manner. Speak to someone in a sweet manner, not artificially, but sweetly. Speak in a manner that another person likes it. Satyam vadet, priyam vadet. Speak the truth. Don't tell the lies. If you go on telling lies, after some time, even if you tell the truth, it will become a lie. But if you are telling the truth, that even if you tell a lie, it becomes the truth. Now, some people think that they can be cunning. By their talks, they can cheat people. But actually, they are cheating themselves. All such people who cheat others by sweet talks, by artificial talks, or by some maneuvering, go to such a horrible state. And in this Kali Yuga especially, they are cursed and they get exposed. And people know about them, that these are the greatest liars ever known. Now the times are coming when all such people will be exposed very much more than they have been ever exposed. So be careful not to think that you can cheat. In Sahaja Yoga especially, you cannot cheat. Those who try to cheat sometimes think that we can be full mother. We can somehow or other carry on. If you sit in front of mother, she won't know what we are up to. It's not so. I may not say. I may use my discretion not to say. I may allow you to have a long way, but be careful. Do not come into my illusions. I am very elusive. And when I play my illusions, you will suddenly find yourself in a very difficult situation, and then you will say, Mother, why am I in this situation? So this is one of the qualities of Sri Krishna. that he is the one who becomes elusive. In his elusiveness, not cunning, but elusive, in his elusiveness, he exposes people to themselves. There are so many stories of Sri Krishna in which he has elusively acted to give greater joy to some people, to give nice lessons to some people, and sometimes to punish. For us, it is important that we are Sahajogis. In this lifetime, we have a chance, our Kundalini has risen. That we can face ourselves, that we can correct our chakras, that we know about ourselves, that we know where is the problem is. I have known of people who were caught up with left Vishuddhis and have become devilish by nature. Devilish. They have gone out of Sahaja Yoga, they have criticized Sahaja Yoga, they have tried to trouble me a lot. So don't think that if Vishuddhi is spoiled, there's nothing so special about it. It can be a very dangerous center. Of course, heart, Agya and Vishuddhi, these three centers, one has to guard against. Because three of them can allow you or can force you to become one with identification of evil as your own. You might just feel that it's nice to be evil. You might just feel that it is a great fun to be evil. And you might become evil. So at the Vishuddhi Chakra, one has to be extremely careful. Vishuddhi Chakra looks after so many things, especially your skin, your eyes. Skin is now, I have seen people who have bad Vishuddhi, can have all kinds of funny troubles with their skins. Of course, it has to do with your liver, but skin is the way it shines, the way it glows, depends on how you smile, how you look at the world. Many people have a habit of smiling for nothing at all, especially women I have seen, ladies I have seen, they just smile stupidly. That's not wrong. One should not be stupid. Stupidity is against Sri Krishna's principle. Like you have seen the stupid people, how they are. Their tongue is always halfway out. If you have noticed a stupid man, his face is that his tongue is always out, mouth half open, and he looks like a dumbfounded fool. Now, in this, only the Vishuddhi plays the part. Another one is the one where you get the Vishuddhi's strains. So, such a person has very pursed lips, angry lips, and he doesn't talk. The another one might even get the expression of an idiot, but could be just making a face like that. Because if he's cunning, he may take I would say a kind of a rupa, or what do you say? Huh?
A mask.
Mask, you can say, a mask on his face, that he is an idiot and may try to deceive you. So nothing is definite about Vishuddhi. Whatever may be the expression of a person may look very innocent. Because that's the thing you can do with your Vishuddhi. You are free because you have raised your head. At this point you have achieved this kind of a special aptitude that you can deceive yourself and you can deceive others. Some people look extremely innocent on the face. They may look to be very simple people, but may turn out to be horrid. Some people may look to be idiotic, but may be very intelligent. So it is how you play with your Vishuddhi which is responsible. But the main thing, what I am trying to tell you, that you can maneuver your Vishuddhi. The way you want to put your expression, the way you want to make your face, the way you want to suggest something, all you can maneuver, and you can keep your heart away from it. In the heart, you may have poison for a person, but outwardly you may say to that person in a very sweet manner something that the person might feel impressed. But in this, all this behavior, pattern of behavior, you are deceiving yourself, not deceiving the another person, because your self is spirit which knows you very well. And this will go on and on for all your lives that have to come. So there is no need in any way to be artificial in your expression. There is no need to hide anything in your expression. Of course, if you don't like someone, you need not just say, I don't like you. But in that case, you have to be not also so much appreciative of the person that he is deluded into your appreciation. Now, eyes are very important, and eyes in a way are very much looked after by Vishuddhi, because the muscles of the eyes are looked after by Vishuddhi. Now, the kind of muscles we have which pull our eyes, which close our eyelids and all that, is very much suggestive. You must notice that there are some people who come to me, their eyes go on like this when they close their eyes. They cannot keep it shut. There are some people, when they open their eyes to me, they just keep the eyes open, they just cannot close it. Both are in trouble. The ones which are just keeping the eyes open all the time are the people having supraconscious moods. And those who are flickering their eyes are having the subconscious mood. Some people have also the habit of keeping the eyes in an angle all the time. They never see you straight, but in an angle they'll see. They think sometimes it's very fashionable. Sometimes ladies think it's a very good way of looking at people. And some of them have such eyes that they'll go on, looking and pouring their greedy eyes onto others, or their lusty eyes onto others. This is the worst thing you can do to your eyes, because such people are easily can become blind. Such people might have trouble of the eyes, especially reddening of the eyes can come to such people very much, very quickly. So one has to be careful to keep the eyes very pure, the eyes of an Yogeshwara who was Sri Krishna. He was a witness. He was on this earth. He played with Radha. He married 5 women. They were the 5 elements. 16,000 women he married. They were his 16,000 powers. But he was Yogeshwara. He was Yogeshwara. He had no lust in his eyes, in his mind about them at all. He was beyond them. He was Yogeshwara. That was the testing point of his, that he had no lust in his eyes about these women that he had. Such an Yogeshwara is there. Of course, I don't expect you to be Sri Krishna. But you have your wife. Those who do not have wife must look forward to a wife. That we'll get wives and we'll have a wife, and think of a wife who will be your own, so that your eyes will not fall onto every woman who comes across with that kind of a thing. I have seen people, even the photographs or anything they see is surprising. There's nothing in a photograph. What is in a photograph? But even a photograph can attract their attention. I don't know what can attract their attention like this. But they are so vulnerable and they have no control over their eyes. No control. They become absolutely lost and they have no control. That shows that they have no powers in them and they are slaves of their responses. So the eyes are very, very important, as Christ has said, thou shalt not have adulterous eyes. There should be no adultery. Some people have a habit of showing anger with the eyes. See, they have to show anger with the eyes, they'll just go on looking like this and show the anger. I dare not do that to you, but still. And the angry eyes, you see, are another dangerous things to do with your eyes, because then they can become mesmeric. If you start putting your eyes onto something and concentrating on it, your eyes might become mesmeric, means bhoots will start coming out of your eye. First of all, you will catch bhoots in your eyes, they'll settle down there, and then they will be falling on other people as bhoots. It's a very, very dangerous thing to go on looking at something continuously with concentration. There's another kind of a stupid thing or a bhutish thing maybe that people ask you to meditate here. It's absolutely wrong. In Gita it is written, still it's wrong. Nobody should put attention here. If they have to put attention at the door. What's the use of looking at a window? You can't get out of it, can you? If you have to look at anything, be on the lookout for the door. And the door is here. The door of Sahasrara is to be opened out. So you should not try to concentrate on this part. Many people who have concentrated on this part have become mad. When they become mad, people say he's a yogi but has got Unmani Dasha, that he moves like a madcap. How can a yogi be a madcap? That means he is united with God. Is he mad? All such mad people are really mad. They have nothing to do with God, definitely. But there are people who believe in such things. Oh, he is in love with God, so he just jumps on the stage and goes into ecstasy, dances like a madcap. How can God be mad? First position is this, that the sanest personality is God. Has to be. From where do the sanity comes? So this is one thing one has to understand, that any such practices can lead you to lunacy and one should not do it. Thirdly,
Let's be in meditative state.
मधुराधिपते रखिलो मधुरम मधुराधिपते रखिलो मधुरम अधरम मधुरम वदनम मधुरम नयनम मधुरम हसितो मधुरम हृदयम मधुरम गमनं मधुरम मधुराधिपते रखिलो मधुरम मधुराधिपते रखिलो मधुरम वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपतिरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतिरखिलं मधुरम् मधुरो रेणुर्मधुर पाणिर्मधुर पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलो मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुखं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् करणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं रमणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् गुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा गुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीची मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं इष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् सृष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं
Right hand on Vishuddhi Chakra. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am the spirit, and spirit cannot be guilty. Hence, I am not guilty. Mother, please allow me to correct my mistakes in the light of the pure spirit. Left hand on right Vishuddhi. Shri Mataji, verily, you are the sweetness of my words and actions. Please remove all the reactive attitude and unnecessary reactions, stopping my spiritual ascent. Right hand on Vishuddhi. Shri Mataji, please reside in my Vishuddhi as Shri Radha and Shri Krishna. Please bless us with the qualities of Shri Krishna. Let's all collectively bow down. Shri Mataji, thank you for allowing us to meditate collectively. Let's together raise our Kundalini and take bandhans. Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you for joining everyone. Have a blessed and normal day.